Hello, squad. Hope you guys are having a great start to the week. Wow, we are doing this right now. I thought I was going to go at 2, but we're going on a little bit earlier today. I had to make this work for my guest that is hopping on. Russian, but we made it. We're here. We're doing this. I'm so excited you guys are tuning in right now. It seems like a lot of people are coming on. This is great. We're going to have a great conversation. We are on this live right now. This is going to be episode 4 of the podcast. So excited. This started as a dream in 2021, and now we're making this a reality for 2022. I'm pumped right now. Welcome back, team. We are back at it with Coach Steph. You already know, I'm your girl right here. Today's episode, very, very excited to be on this live right now with me. Her name is Katie. She is an energy healer. I'm so excited for you guys to learn from her, and I'm excited to learn from her as well. Right now, she is in Europe. She's on the France time zone. So I apologize. I know we were supposed to go live at 2, but I made this work. We're here. We're doing this. This live is going to be so great. And I'm really excited for you guys to tune into the podcast. If you have not yet checked on the podcast, definitely do so. Brought on some really inspiring people that not only have inspired me along my journey, but also have some great conversations with them for them inspiring people along their journey. So it's been awesome to connect with different people. I'm really excited for you guys to be here and learn from Katie. So just a little bit of background about Katie. I started following her about a year ago, and just something about her content that I just kind of gravitated towards her energy. She puts up some inspiring quotes that not only just motivate to get me going, but they make me think. And when they make me think, I know I can take a step back and really process what she is trying to say. And you know what? I've been trying to do that with my community as well. So can't wait to bring her on. Really excited for you guys because, like I said, I've connected with her for the past year. I've learned a lot about myself just from her content. And I can't really say that about a lot of people. I don't really follow too many people that inspire me daily, but she is definitely one of them. And I'm really looking forward to learning more about her. So I'm going to bring her on so you guys can meet Katie. Going to see if she wants to hop on in here. I'll let her drop her Instagram as well so you guys can, inviting her in right now. Really pumped about this. And if you guys have any questions or comments for Katie or myself, please don't hesitate to drop in the comments below. Or if you are tuning in on the podcast, definitely drop a comment in and let me know. If you haven't yet, take some time just to go ahead and write a review because it really does help me create more meaningful content for you guys. So episode 4 of the podcast, Huddle Up with Coach Steph. This is going to be live right now, and it's going to be broadcasted tomorrow on the podcast. So here we go. Yes.
Hey.
Woo! There she is.
Hi.
Katie, thank you so much for taking time. I know the time difference is insane, but you made it work. You're amazing.
Yeah, it's all good. How are you?
Doing really well. How is everything over there?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's evening now, so yeah, I've just had a relaxing day today. I'm at a retreat at the moment, so yeah, it's nice.
Awesome, because I can't wait to talk about the retreat. I was just telling my followers that you are someone that actually a year ago I started following, and I don't really get motivated too much because I feel like I'm self-motivated, but your quotes, when you put them up, they not just like motivate me, but they make me think. And it's like, wow, okay, let me just take a step back and really, it's like 4 words, and 4 words can make you think. So I was just letting them know, and I can't wait for them to hear your story and what you've been up to. Currently, you're on a retreat. So how has it been going since 2022? Tell us what you've been in the process of doing.
Okay, 2022. So I've been doing a lot of work like ancestral healing. That's been a big thing I've been working a lot through recently, and yeah, just really getting more and more involved in retreats. which is super fun and I love. So this one is not actually a retreat, so I'm volunteering at the moment, just helping out with jobs and stuff. But yeah, I've been here a couple of times now, and it's just really good fun, you know, good energy, just so many like-minded people, just learning so much from everyone. And it's such a supportive community where everyone's, you know, giving and receiving, and it's just a really nice energy of flow between everyone. So it's really, really cool. And yeah, playful, you know, just a lot of that like inner child fun coming out, which is
Oh,
great.
what made you get into ancestry retreats? Because I know you also do, like, you're an energy healer and you do a lot of healing within. What made you want to do something a little bit different?
To be honest, I'm just kind of being guided, and I'm just listening to where I get guided to. So it was over a year ago now, when I was in England, I saw a medium and he kind of said about past life stuff. And then I started working through all my past life stuff for a year, went back and forth to the spiritual retreat. And then following on from that, it's kind of just traveled through to the ancestral healing. And so, yeah, so I've been working a lot with the divine mother energy and the mother archetype and really connecting to that within myself. And just getting more and more like in my feminine, which is awesome. So
That is great,
loving it.
definitely.
Yeah.
Were you going into this retreat just thinking about what you wanted to learn, or were you kind of just going in with an open mind, open heart?
Yeah, really just really open. Just it's something I want to be a part of more moving forwards. And so it's kind of a learning experience as well as like my own journey as well, like personal journey. So it provides me with, yeah, loads of insights and loads of like aha moments and a lot of reflection, you know, because we're all kind of navigating stuff as well. So it's yeah, it's really cool.
That's amazing. You are from England then?
Yeah.
You're originally
Yeah.
from there, so right now you're in France.
Yeah, well, right now I'm in Spain, but I'm
In
living in
Spain,
France.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's only 20 minutes to the Spanish border. I'm really south of France, so
And when you
yeah.
learn about your ancestry, do you bring this back to your family and just connect even more with them, or you kind of just take it with you along your journey? How do you process everything?
Yeah, I've brought a little bit of it into the family, but um a lot of what I do is obviously quite spiritual, and if they're not on that path, then it can be I guess a difficult one to navigate sometimes, because it's sort of how much do you go down that path if they're not on it. So yeah, just little bits here and there, but I know it's a lot of the work that I do helps to release, you know, a lot there. So it's good.
Do you find that a lot of your community, that the people you're working with need to go through something like this, or you feel like this is just something that you're doing for yourself?
Yeah, I think for me personally, it's where I feel guided to go and where I get, you know, the intuition really to go there myself. And I think that's what I try and teach, is to allow people to get really in touch with themselves and start listening to their intuition and where they
That's say that you feel guided to your certain areas of life. Do you, is there like what's the thing that you feel like is guiding you? Is it just like a mental block, or you're like, okay, this is something that's going to spark my interest, so I'm going to go with it? How do you know like what guides you? Because you know, everyone's
yeah
so different. You never know what leads you to your path. How do you know,
yeah
like for yourself, Katie, like this is guiding me to this direction?
I have a lot of trust. I
Love
I
that.
I would say I surrendered completely after I closed my business at like COVID, and just kind of surrendered to the path and just allowed it all to unfold and show itself to me really. And I guess I've created a really strong relationship with myself, which involves a lot of trust with myself and my journey. And I get a lot of whatever word you want to call it, downloads insights in my dreams.
Oh, wow.
So I get dates and things come through. So yeah, I'm guided there too, and I just connect a lot, you know, with through meditation. And but I would say most of it is just trusting and intuition and that inner knowing.
It's huge. Trust is huge. There's a one quote specifically on your IG that you put up, and it was, can you choose you? And I
Mm,
thought that was interesting because a lot of people say, will you choose you? Like it's a yes or a no kind of answer. But when you say can, it's like, well, can you? And then you
mm,
went in, and then you went into, um, like, what does choosing, or what should it feel like for yourself?
mm,
And not a lot of people can talk about that. So when you brought that question up, it's like, well, I don't even know what it should feel like. Should it feel like I'm so confident to say, yes, I can choose myself every day? Because, you know, just with working with people, every day is another battle. It's not
mm.
just one journey, it's not just one thing you're going after. It's every single day you have to battle to either win the day or make progress for the day. So having that quote, and then saying, like, do you know what it feels like to choose you? Not a lot of people do.
Mm.
So when you're working with people or you're working with yourself, what should that feel like?
To me, I feel it in my body. And I would always be guided to guide others there too, and ask where
Mm-hmm.
they feel it in their body or what that feeling feels like. What is the sensation? And explore it more and more and more, and really get to know you and your body, because we can be so driven by the mind and distracted by so many things outside of us, that bringing it back to ourselves and our body and trusting that as our navigation and our compass, I think, is the most important thing. And starting to feel what it feels like to experience these feelings, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. It really goes back to that trust, like
Mm,
feeling, if it, can you choose you? It's like, can
mm,
you trust yourself? And
yeah.
that's what I got from that quote when you put that
Mm,
up. I was like, can I trust myself to do this job this way? And it's like, I feel like sometimes that might put pressure on people, even
mm,
when they're doing their journeys with healing from within, or whether it be fitness or family or business. It's like, do you trust yourself to do that particular job every day, you know, show up for yourself? And I just feel like when people listen to other stories, they're able to, okay, it's another avenue that I can relate to that person. And
mm,
and the healing that you do from within, that's where it starts. It doesn't start from
yeah.
an exterior object or an event. It could be an
No,
event, but it's more from inside. Do you feel like your community,
completely.
yeah, the inner, okay, definitely.
Completely. And I always feel that what we're maybe looking or searching for or trying to find is underneath all of that stuff we're looking at externally. It's a feeling, we're searching for a feeling. So whatever that may be that you're looking on the outside, that gives or brings you a feeling. And that's what we are looking at, is the feeling of what that feeling is. And then how can we bring that to ourselves and create a really healthy, strong relationship with ourselves? Because I've said that before as well, like the longest relationship we ever have is with ourselves. So
So true.
building that, is going to reflect on all of your other relationships, and not only just with people, but with money and work and just everything. It's relationships is everything. And we're in the year now of 2022, which is all about balance and harmony in relationships. So it's the collective energy too. So yeah.
It's very true. Things around us definitely affect this. How do
Mm,
you, what's a few ways for you to stay out of your own mind? They're always hearing
out
about
from
me. What's some ways that people can just get out of this? Because this is like the hardest thing to get out of.
Yeah, I would say nature, like connecting with nature is just so, if you can start to see like the beauty in everything, just become more and more mindful by allowing yourself the time on a walk to enjoy like the feelings and the sensations that brings, you know, the smells, and really taking it back to like simplicity and the basics, you know, just sitting with a hot tea and just being there with your tea, like with nothing else, and just being more than the doing, I guess, you know, and just allowing yourself that 5 minutes just to be and enjoy the moment and just be more present, I would say.
So many
Yeah,
people, why do you think so many people not, it's hard for them to be in that moment?
because there's so many distractions now.
You think it's
I
just like
think,
everything around? Okay.
yeah, I think we in a way like can be too spoiled with stuff, you know. There's too much choice in a way now, which can be a good thing too, but it's how you go about it and the intention behind obviously what you're doing as well. So I think bringing it back to basics and simplicity is key. Just kind of, yeah, kind of just, you know, a lot of the stuff we do, we don't need, like same with your workouts, like you don't need equipment, you know, it's possible to do it without. And the same as mindfulness, like all of that is possible to do without a lot of stuff. You know, you can sit and make a hot tea and it doesn't, you know, or you can go for a walk in nature and connect to nature and it's free. So it's kind of just remembering the simple things, I feel is key.
I really love that when you said bring it back to the basics, because it's true. You know, you can wake up and start your day the way you want to. And if you want to start, like you said, maybe go for a walk or something that makes you feel alive and just
It brings
there.
you joy. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Focusing on the joy and where the direction of where you're putting your focus, you know, like it,
Love keeping it
yeah.
keeping it simple. I love that.
Mm,
One more thing, because I know I'm talking your ear off.
no, it's
Tell,
good. It's
tell us
fine.
what you're doing with your community right now. For what's your goal for your community to learn from you this year?
My goal is to help people connect more and more to their inner truths, to live more wide open, to find more freedom within themselves, and to show them that there's other ways, you know. You don't have to do it one way, you know, you can do it your way.
Everything, the different things work for different people.
Yeah,
It's so true about that.
yeah, completely. And just recognizing and just taking responsibility, I think, as well, for ourselves, and you know, doing little things that can help every day towards where you want to be and who you want to be, and just being a bit more patient, I think, as well.
Patient, yes,
I think
definitely.
I think patience and perseverance, you know, like I think with the world how it is, I think it can be so fast, and I think actually embracing the slow and understanding that, you know, good things take time and that's okay. You know, it's the process of that is where all the fun happens, really. Yeah, and just keeping the focus there rather than, you know, it's great to have visions and goals, but still keeping in like the day to day, like daily habits, you know.
Of course. And the process is great on both ends, like the coach and the person being coached, because you're
Completely.
learning. Don't you feel like you learn about yourself so much when you coach? I
Yeah.
feel like I learn more than when I'm actually like going through it. I feel like me coaching, it's like I'm putting this emphasis on trying to be better at presenting and trying to be better at communicating and even just connecting
Mm,
than actually being taught. You know, like you have to do it on your own for you to go through it and teach someone else. It's just that connection and then that learning curve for the both of you. That's why I got into coaching, and I feel like your passion, you probably have touched so many lives, and probably since you stopped your business since COVID, right? You feel like you touched more lives than in your whole lifetime.
mm, yeah, and I feel I was doing it a lot with what I was doing before, but I didn't know how I could do it in another way. And then when COVID hit, it was like, this is perfect, because I now have the opportunity to switch, whereas before, when you have your own business, you have a lot of clients, it's difficult to, I didn't want to let them down, I guess, but I was always really drawn to healing and the inner healing, like people were coming for, I used to do beauty, so like massages and nails and things, but I was so aware of all the inner stuff, and I love it. To me, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, I love the creativity of the process, and I think it's powerful, so powerful, and
incredible.
So, yeah.
I love that. Are you taking on any clients? Let them know if you're taking on any new clients.
Yeah, if you can head to my website, or my website's on my page on here, so you can have a little look on there, send me an email if you're interested, and for sure.
Amazing. I'm gonna put you on my story, tag you, so then they can also check out your Instagram. You guys, this is gonna be episode 4 of the podcast. I was very excited about this because from just reading about you and like seeing your pictures, you're the exact same person I thought you were going to be online. Like exactly the same, very patient, kind, and real. That's exactly what I look for when I'm creating and connecting with new friends. So I appreciate you taking the time today, especially when you're on your retreat.
Yeah, no, thank you for asking me. I was grateful. And like we've connected. I can't believe it's been a year, actually. It's crazy. Yeah, so it's really nice. So I'm super grateful you asked me.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you, guys. And you can all hear this tomorrow. It's going to be live on Apple and Spotify and iHeartRadio. So you guys can all tune in tomorrow and check out Katie's story. If you want to share this, please do so. Other than that, thank you, Katie, again. I
Thank you so much. So nice to speak with you.
You too, love. Have a great rest of your day. You too,
Thank
everyone.
you. Take care.
Bye, love.
Bye.